And here we are on Daybreak, and up at the top right part of the map, the player that won the last game on Tal'Darim Altar from the team FXO, it is GuMiho. And down at the bottom left part of the map in the blue from the team Dignitas, it is SeleCT.
Yes, it is. So, SeleCT versus GuMiho now, and we'll see what both these players have to offer now. SeleCT, of course, opening with Crazy Reaper plus Speed plus Medevac build in game number 1, and followed it up with Banshees, executed very well. And already starting by running an SCV out on the map. Is this rain we're watching? No, it's SeleCT, but who knows? We may have some proxy marauders.
You know, he hasn't even built a supply depot yet. Okay, there we go. Now building the supply depot at his ramp. So that is going to be going down at the normal place. But yeah, could we see yet another Marauder Rush? I say why not? You know, I feel like Marauder Rushes are kind of the theme for the Tournament of Champions.
Yes.
Tournament of Marauder Rushes.
That's true. The
Tomr. The T-O-M-R?
Tomr.
Yep.
Sounds, that's interesting. Well,
I don't know.
Yeah. Make acronyms of anything here.
Get ready for the barracks. There it is.
Yeah.
And will we see a gas from SeleCT? Straight up Marine bunker rushes usually don't work terribly well in TVT.
Right.
As your barracks and your opponent's barracks generally go up at about the same time, and you're going to have equal units, of course. So are we going to see that gas on 13 from SeleCT?
There's 75.
13th SCV. And
what is he going to go for?
Is he?
Is
he not?
We just keep watching him. We're just essentially just watching a mine. There it is.
Yep.
Yay!
Yeah, just kind of waiting a little bit. And that's good. In a lot of cases, you don't want to get the gas right away. You want to get all the mining time you can out of those SCVs. So,
going to be a little while though before he has the 25 gas to put up a tech lab, though.
Yes, it will. So a little bit interesting there. I think he wants to just make a Marine in his orbital command first before anything else, it appears. And yeah, he can do a little bit of scouting with this Marine, make sure that the way, excuse me, is safe for his Marauders. Unless he's planning on just proxying everything, you know, making a factory after this.
GuMiho saw that SCV come up, and he immediately ran down.
Oh, and a little bit of an unfortunate circumstance for SeleCT. He's making another Marine from this as well.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So SeleCT not actually planning on going for a Marauder Rush here in this case. I think he was just planning on proxying that barracks for a little bit of pressure. In fact, didn't we see him do this against SeleCT, and they just made the factory in his main base like normal? I believe we did.
Who was it against?
I think it was against Kos.
Kos, okay. Yeah. That seems familiar, yes. I believe you're right. So GuMiho is still going ahead and putting up a command center, though, and we'll see what he ends up going for after that. He's pulling a few SCVs off the line. He wants to shut down this proxy right away. He's got a couple of Marines as well. Yeah. SeleCT popping out with another one. It's going to become a battle of control here in just a second. This SCV is actually quite low. There are those 3 very fast SCVs pulled off the line. SeleCT actually not producing any more Marines out of that barracks.
Nope, he's just going to scout with this now, and I would not be surprised at all to see him go into Banshees from this, or, you know, maybe just straight up mech as well. Does manage to kill off a little bit here with this. Overall, SeleCT not losing a whole lot, and he is going to be able to save that barracks as well.
And he's working off of double gas right now, so he's going to save up quite a bit. Almost has enough for an expansion, so we'll see if he does that right away or what. GuMiho putting down a 3rd command center, though. This is awfully greedy, but very cool out of him.
I think it's a good idea because he knows SeleCT is going to need to play a little bit more defensively after having to move that barracks, not getting a lot of Marines out of it early on. The only thing he will be a bit vulnerable to is Banshees if SeleCT does decide to go for that, and that looks like a good possibility here. Although one big thing SeleCT needs to be aware of is to try to not let GuMiho too far in the base, although he's going to.
Yeah, he kind of has to. He couldn't defend up at the ramp. Oh, wow, hits all 4 of those units with one Hellion shot.
Oh, look at that, too. SeleCT actually proxying the starport, I believe, up at the top of the map, too.
Yes, he is.
SeleCT playing this so tricky. This is such an interesting brand of TVT. I really do enjoy watching SeleCT play. It is a lot of fun.
Oh, he could hit a lot of units here, and it looks like he's going to. Look at how close he's getting before he engages. Such nice control with that Hellion there. Backs up and kills the last of those Marines. Oh, and then runs into the South Naga Tower right afterwards. That's unfortunate. He's going to actually lose both those units. That Marine feels like a boss.
And there's a tech lab. Yeah, so it will be Cloaked Banshees from SeleCT up at the top of the map. And what is the Marine count right now for GuMiho? Let's see that unit tab. 2 Marines. That is not enough for a Banshee. Does GuMiho have an engineering bay? It did just finish. He's going to want to get turrets up immediately. This might be one of the situations where you just build a turret just to make sure. Yeah, there's a missile turret going up right away. GuMiho knowing what he's weak to. And yeah, so he should be able to get those turrets up right before the Banshee pops, actually. GuMiho, he is so good, man. I mean, he knows exactly what to do when to do it. He's been slumping a little bit, but he's still got the mind of a brilliant pro gamer.
Yes, he does. And Cloak is on the way. Whoa, Select!
Oops.
Watch out. Loses that.
He's in a heap of trouble.
He's in a heap of trouble. He's in a heap of dead. But
he's a heap of slag now.
Yeah, no kidding. And unfortunately, Hellion does pass into the night. We do have the Starport battery to pop out its first Banshee.
Yep.
What's the missile turret coverage look like? Just 2 off to the left.
Yeah.
Any inside of the natural? No. Okay, there we go. There's one being constructed
I
off to the
believe
side.
that turret on the top does cover the entire top path, and Select trying to find another place to go in. Yeah, oh, that missile turret placement. So good for GuMiho. I could just look at those missile turrets all day and be like, oh, yeah.
Okay,
That's
all right.
nice,
Learning more
man.
about my co-caster here. Good
It's
God
impressive.
almighty.
Look at that. Select just cannot find a spot to get in here.
I suppose so. You apparently love StarCraft way more than I do. So.
When I see missile turret placement like that, it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Apparently more than that. All
So
right.
good.
Well,
That's about it.
Okay. Ugh. All right. Well, the Cloak's just about to finish
It's
up
not
now.
going to help at all. I'm actually surprised he didn't cancel it, honestly,
I am
because I don't
too.
think it's going to be really useful to him too much.
Well,
He
we'll
might
find
be able
out.
to kind of swing around the natural here, but yeah, GuMiho has just got things very well covered.
Okay, well, let's see. He's going to make his way off to the sides.
Oh, he can't go past the edge of the universe. He's actually just skirting past the missile turret.
Yep.
Whoa, this is a big gamble by Select. Again, no missile turrets here, though.
Yeah.
And Select managing to get in and do a bit of damage. Both of those Banshees, though, are quite low right now.
Yes, they are, but I've got to say,
man.
he's actually doing some pretty good damage here.
GuMiho's like, wait, you can't do this? My missile turret placement. It was so good. You were supposed to be too scared to do this.
Look at that, and he's already racked
Oh,
up
man.
16, 17 kills between them now.
Wow, Select, I gotta hand it to him. He's gonna lose a Banshee there. Other one still survives because GuMiho doesn't really have many upgrades yet for his Marines. No
Right.
stim or anything. Wow.
Huh,
Select
16
just
workers.
saying, you know what? I'm just gonna fly my Banshees right past your turrets and kill a bunch anyway.
Wow,
Why not?
all right. Let's see, picking off a bunch of these Marines now,
Yeah.
and he's forcing more missile turrets out of his opponent
Oh.
as well. Oh, has to watch out. Can he DPS down the last Marine?
Oh, he didn't even have enough to kill the Banshee. That hurts.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, man. Select going to get some more SCV kills out of this. GuMiho has not built a missile turret in that mineral line. If he can pull the
Unbelievable.
Banshee into the turret, he can do it. Nah, never mind. Those Marines will just do it
18
anyway.
kills on that Banshee. There was actually 27 kills between the Banshees altogether.
That's not
so
bad. That's not
very,
bad at
very
all.
nice job.
Yeah.
Actually, worker count is 37 to 34 in favor of Select, so he actually catches up.
Yep.
It's exactly what he needed. He's putting up his own third command center. Of course, he scouts the one that his opponent had already,
Yeah.
and he's pretty far ahead in tech, too.
Yeah, he's doing really, really well this game so far. Certainly staying even with his opponent, if not maybe getting a little bit of a lead here.
Yeah.
This seems a bit over-aggressive to me, though. I gotta say, I think Select has a nice little cushion right now, but I feel like he's pushing it with this, with this push. But we'll have to see how it works out. Not a lot of Marines to buffer for those siege tanks, so this is a risk by Select.
Yes,
All right, he
it
gets
is.
the first siege tank in position.
That's what he wanted. Oh, wow, that bunker is just in range as well. That's going to force GuMiho's hand a little bit. GuMiho actually picking up and moving away with the medevacs.
Yeah, he could totally drop right on those tanks, too, and be just fine. But instead, he's going to go for a drop in Select's base himself, it looks like.
Yes, he is.
Wow, Select not detecting that drop coming out. Oh, he loses the Banshee. Whoops.
Yeah, that's no good.
Bit of a miscue there by Select, but he's still doing okay, but he's going to need to worry about this drop very soon. I don't think he has any units in his base to defend against this.
No, that's actually what I was just checking for. Oh, he sees the drop,
Oh,
though.
he does. He does. Oh, but he's not turning around. He's not reacting. He's focused too much on the natural to... Oh, I don't think he actually saw it.
No, I don't think he did either.
Oh, no.
That was
So-
such an opportunity for him.
Yep, Select. He's going to lose a little bit here. Going to go in for the kill right now, though. Loses the Banshee.
God, yes, he does. He's got to start leapfrogging these tanks a little bit farther forward because everything's going to get decimated back at home. The SCV's getting torn up in a little line. He was ahead, 20 workers killed to nothing, but now it's 23 to 15, and GuMiho's starting to draw even, but Select still doing damage through the front.
Yep.
There's finally a tank on the high ground, though. One of those tanks for him is going to go down. He's still got two more sitting at the back here. Will he be able to kill enough SCVs? It doesn't look like he will. Everything gets crushed up at the front.
Yeah, and I think Select is taking a little bit too much damage here. I mean, he's going to be able to push this drop back eventually, but he lost a lot of SCVs here. GuMiho did as well, but you can see the supply showing GuMiho to be about 20 ahead right now. And yeah, that siege tank is going to help push back the last of those Marines. Let's take a look at the workers lost right now and just kind of losses in general here. 40 lost by GuMiho, only 24 by Select, but still.
They're dead even right now. That's enough, though. It doesn't matter. He has nothing back at home to defend.